Oscar and Ryan. And hey, Oscar saying all I do is call it promoting. And Ryan up there saying, when you just promoting that fake pack fight that I already told you I'm not accepting. So let's get into this right here with Oscar and Ryan. All right, before we get into this, Ryan and Pacquiao and Shakur and or any young fighter that want to get that smoke from Pac. I'm just letting you know I'm doing the 2-month challenge. That's an 8-week training camp for these boxers. Put up or shut up your channel. That's what's going on right now. I'm not putting up no money to gamble with nobody. Now I ain't doing all that. I think we owe it to the subscribers that we talk a lot of all this nonsense about who gonna be who with Crawford and Errol. Well, I feel like that these channels, both sides, I'm not gonna just take one side. So that's why I'm taking the challenge. If Crawford loses, I shut my channel down for 2 months, right? And I think the subscribers should do that too, because they always say that they're right about Errol or Crawford, and like me, I feel Crawford's gonna knock out Errol, and win and be 2-time undisputed. And I feel like I'm gonna be on the right side of history. So it's time to put up and put your channel up to shut up. And I think the subscribers, wherever you are, should make that bet with your channel that you listen to, right? And see what they say about that. Say no money, bet your channel. Just 2 months. So let's get into this this Ryan Ryan and Oscar De La Hoya, which to me is just a bunch of chitter chatter, because it don't make any sense to me. Like, you know, a promoter promotes, a promoter lies, a promoter do what he have to do. But for you to now, right, say that it was a fake, it was clout chasing, right? This is what you're saying that Oscar was doing. He was clout chasing the Manny Pacquiao fight, and that fight was never happened. I even remember Manny Pacquiao saying, stop using my name. And at one point, I think there was gonna some legal action or something like that, or something. I'm not sure. It was a little bit of something I heard, and they stopped calling his name completely. So if the dark, it was in the dark and it came out in light, and it's showing that it was all clout chasing. But we can't just say it's Oscar that was doing this, because Ryan, this is what you were saying at that time. Listen to what Ryan was saying.
I want to ask you a question. Do you regret posting the post about Manny and putting all that pressure on yourself for this fight to happen? Can you talk a little bit about that?
Hey, I'm one of the type of people, I shoot for the stars. You know what I mean? I don't care what people have to say. I go for my dreams, and I just adjust to whatever happens after, you know what I mean? No matter what, it's gonna be all good, you know what I mean? I'll fight Tank or fight Manny. It don't matter to me. I'm just here to fight, chase my dreams, and whatever's gonna happen is gonna happen, no matter what.
Yeah, but did you say that prediction of you fighting Manny based on faith, or was it like a contract already written?
No, when I said it on the DAZN broadcast before Campbell, I was saying it as just a thought in my head. And then they came and offered me the fight, and I got into this whole situation with Manny, and, you know, it was things on his side, but I respect him. He's a legend. He told me himself he wanted to fight me. It's all love, though.
All right, so it was all a thought, right? And you're saying that thought became something that the zone or whatever, and it came to be where Pac Camp came to you or something like that, or you're saying that I don't care, I'll fight Tank and I'll fight Pac. I'm shooting for the stars, okay, the stars, and I'm willing to fight Pacquiao. I'm willing to fight Tank. Hey, you're part of history. You fought Tank, and now, at that time was clout chasing. You're saying that you was part of. This is what I'm hearing, because you already showed the tweet that Oscar was doing fake. He was pump faking when it came to Manny Pacquiao, but you're also not acting like you're not contributing to it. So I'm saying that you was a part of that clout chasing. Let's not put it there because you have an emotion retardation with Oscar and how he behaved after the fight with you and Tank. And now hey, Oscar's like, hey, you got Derek James? Hey, good for you. Let them train you. But it doesn't matter what trainer you go to. It depends on your dedication, right? And are you going to show up? So it could be any coach you got. Derek James, Gooseman, whatever. Are you going to show up to put out, right? That's one. And we already know that Canelo said that you have no discipline. So we shall see if you're going to waste Derrick James' time. But that is a good move to me because, you know, Derrick James is a good trainer. So I got no problem with that. But remember, you Clout chased Manny Pacquiao's name, right? So either you just saying it's a lie that you'll fight Pacquiao and Tank, but you fought Tank, but you're lying about Pacquiao. And I don't understand what's the problem, man. Like I said, Pacquiao lost to Ugas. Pacquiao is an older man, right? Remember, you're in your 20s. Conor Ben, you're in your 20s. Shakur, you're in your 20s, right? So all these call-outs is sounding great. But put up or shut up. You know what I'm saying? So now, like Manny Pacquiao, yo, most boxers, they retire around 38, 39. The majority of them, I did my research, a majority of them 38, 39. So I'm going by the criteria. Now, when it comes to George Foreman, he has something similar to Manny Pacquiao, and that's that they made history with being the oldest heavyweight and the oldest welterweight champions. That's what they got in common. I think Foreman, he started back around 38, 39. He beat Michael Moore at age 45 when I think Moore was 26. Right? So he showed that he took 10 years off, came back around 38, 39, got a 12 winning streak, got back his ass back up on the rankings, right? Got Michael Moore, beat him at 45, a young 26. So I'm looking at that criteria, right? I'm looking like when I hear people say, oh, he was off a month. I mean, he was off a year. Sorry, get it together. A year or 2 years. I'm looking at it like that. I'm not hearing you. I can't hear what you're saying because I see George Foreman came back after 10 years and fought a young 26-year-old man at the age of 46. So that's the criteria I'm running. I'm old school. I'm running that criteria right now. That's what I'm running. I'm not running all that new generation shit where you off a year or two and now we got to make excuses and all that. Yo, you could be off a year or two, but you got to stay ready. You get ready. You stay ready. You got to stay ready. Even if you're not in that ring, you stay ready. That's what Crawford does. He stays ready. So he's disciplined. He's dedicated, right? So when I see George Foreman do the impossible, heavyweights, pound per pressure, and you going to tell me a welterweight, Manny Pacquiao, can't do the same? Well, no. The miracle has been set with Foreman. I'm going by that. So I would like to see Manny Pacquiao keep it moving. Now, Ryan, I'm glad that you're saying that Oscar did this fake pumping with the clout chasing with Manny Pacquiao, and you're not trying to hear it, and you're not even trying to call Manny out right now. But, you know, hey, I would like to see that fight. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, what is out there to get? But the only person I see that you could get right now that makes sense to me is this man right here, man.
The only fight I care about right now is Ryan Garcia. And then the winner between that and me and Ryan gets Gervonta Davis. We're going to do this all on pay-per-view, on Showtime pay-per-view. We're going to do this shit, all right? Like I said, at the end of it, I got the belt. I make the shots.
Damn, this man got a WBA belt. Now, is it because of his face that he has a WBA belt? Not the regular, all right? The WBA belt at 140. And he's trash, right? He ain't beating nobody at 140. Right? But he's there for a pawn. He's there for a reason, right? So I don't know, you know, if this back and forth with Oscar and Mayweather, and do Mayweather have the reassurance of Rolly beating Ryan, right? And would he put him in that position? Because, you know, it's all about risk with Mayweather, right? But that would be an awesome fight. That's the only fight I accept. Because yeah, that's the only fight I accept, man. But yo, Rolly and that Barroso fight, man, let me tell you, man, you know what that fight remind me of? You know what that fight, let me show you what that fight remind me of. Come on, let's go. Old man Bob and weaving. Look at him. Bob, weaving, come on. Bam! Oh, with your clean. That's what that fight remind me of, man. And sometimes like I have associates and friends that tell me, yo, why is this guy got a WBA belt at 140? And he ain't beat nobody at 140, right? So actually maybe that's the next setup for Ryan and Rolly. You know what I'm saying? If Oscar and Mayweather could come together, they could make that fight. And if Mayweather feels that Rolly could beat Ryan, because Ryan feel like he wants to fight Rolly, that would be a good fight. But other than that, if somebody asks you, would you fight Pac again? Are you willing to fight Pac? If you say yeah, you better be not clout chasing. Don't clout chase for this fight to happen, because Manny Pacquiao is ready, willing. All right, he's out there, he's waiting. Now, this thing with Conor Ben, man. I mean, he's going through a lot. He got popped twice. WBC let him. He's still in the rankings and all that shit. But it looks like over there, his UK license is revoked, suspended, whatever. I don't know if they're taking his license for boxing, right? But if it's possible that he could box, like I said, I still would like to see that fight with Manny Pacquiao. Now I'm hearing Shakur, he just said, I will beat Manny Pacquiao. And there's nothing wrong with that, man. You in your 20s, man. All these guys in their 20s. Just like Crawford said, I will beat Mayweather. There's nothing wrong with that. You have to say that regardless who other opinion feels like, oh, you're not going to beat Mayweather. That's his opinion. And that's how I feel. Wait, you're supposed to say, well, I don't think I could beat him. No. You say these things. So, Shakur, if you can't get no fights, keep calling out Manny Pacquiao name. Yeah. You keep calling Manny Pacquiao name, because it seems like Pacquiao, he's supposed to be coming back in July, and I've been watching him in the training camps, and he's popping off real well, man. He's doing really good, man. See, you got to understand, regardless if Shakur beat him, or Conor Ben beat him, right now, Manny Pacquiao, he always going to have value, just like Mike Tyson and John Jones and George Foreman. He's going to have value. The problem is when you look at him fighting, right, and sparring right now, you're like, man, it's still a risk. He's got a problem. He's gonna exploit me. We might go 12 rounds. And if you're in your 20s and you go on 12 rounds with a 45-year-old, it's gonna leave a stain in people's head like, damn, if Manny was only 24 and he fought Shakur at 24, he fought Conor Ben at 24, Manny would wash them. And I think this is the stain that they don't want in their briefs to make them feel a kind of, their pride, these young guys. But I feel Shakur will fight him. I just feel Shakur will fight him. He has cat reflexes. At this point, what I think, I see some things that Shakur lack, right? With his feet work a little bit. He moves good with his upper torso, but there's some things that I see that Manny Pacquiao could exploit, right? Ryan, I think Manny Pacquiao could get rid of him already. Conor Ben, on the other hand, I'm not sure. But y'all have to understand with Manny right now. He's an icon. He did it all. He right now, his digits in losing is only 8. Yeah. Not 10, not 11, not 12, 8. Right? So I see this man as a ruler, as a meter stick, right? And it's a win-win for him. If he wins or if he loses, to me, he's a win-win, man. Because, yeah, I might say, like before, I had Manny beating Crawford and Errol. That's what I had before. But now after I saw the fight with Ugas, right? And I made a video coming out and saying, hey, I judged wrong, you know what I'm saying? But I feel that if Manny Pacquiao was just opinion, I felt he knew that he was going to fight Ugas. He would have had another strategy plan. But then I always reinforce that, Manny fight all orthodox fighters. What's new with Ugas, right? But at the same time, 11 days notice, right? But I don't make no excuses, especially with the calves. I don't make no excuses with that either, because if your calves is cramping or you was overtraining, you have to learn those lessons and move on. And Manny, at this point, he wants to move on. So to me, Manny Pacquiao, he did everything. He's established Hall of Famer, 8th division, this, that, whatever you want to call him, 8th division, whatever, they're going to call out in the ring 8th division, right? So you can keep your opinion to yourself with that bullshit. So now, when it kind of Ben and Shakur, you know, I feel they need a last Mohican like this. They need an old warrior like this that wants to fight. See, the thing about Manny, I think the only way Manny is going to retire is if he gets knocked out again. Then he will see the light that it's time for him to go. But if he's not getting knocked out, and he went 12 rounds with Ugas, right? And he still feel he got the fire, the eye of the tiger in him, let that man be. Who am I to tell another man when to retire? All right? Like I said in my videos, let him get it out of his system so he could feel like he's accomplished in boxing. That's one. So right now, I don't care if Manny's winning and losing, but I would always root for the underdog Manny, because if he can make another miracle in boxing and be the oldest to fight, just like George Foreman at 45, beating a 26, and he could do the same that Foreman did, and he's not a heavyweight, he's a welterweight, and he could do the same in the welterweight division, he could fight a Conor Ben, he beat him. Whoa. Hey, man, I'm rooting for you, right? But right now, everything's a 50-50 with me when it comes to, even at this age, I still call it a 50-50 with Shakur and Conor Ben. Not with Ryan. I feel he's going to beat Ryan. I saw them spar. I think I saw them sparring already. Yeah. So right now, Ryan, if you're not going to clout chase, I don't know what Oscar doing. He's your promoter. He's promoting you. So if he's doing a fake thing again with Manny Pacquiao, well, I just need to hear what Manny Pacquiao's saying, because at this time, I think Manny Pacquiao ain't going to get no fights. I don't think he's getting any fight. I don't think nobody wants to fight him, because he's more of a risk of exploiting fighters. And if you go 12, and if you're in your prime, or you even younger, if you're at 20s and you got to go 12 rounds with a 45-year-old man, well, that tells you a lot. And a lot of people are going to say, yeah, man, Manny's the greatest. Because if that man was in his prime or in his 20s and he was fighting Shakur or Conor Ben, he would have washed them, because they had to go all the way 12 rounds to get a unanimous decision or a split decision or whatever decision. Yeah, we really know what the deal was with Manny. And Manny is a warrior. Mayweather, like I said, Pac went over there to fight Thurman. He went over to fight to fight Spence. He always trying to make fights, not exhibition. Say it right, Negro. You know what, I ain't gonna say. You know what I mean? Exhibitions. Oh, okay, I got it right. Right? I mean, I'm not good at my vocabulary and my sentence and my words, and I'm old. I forget my shit. So just bear with me. All right? So, yeah. Where the hell am I at? Yeah. So, Mayweather is not doing any more 12-round fights. He's not doing any more professional fights. But Manny went out his way to do this, man. Manny went out his way and got sued by Attire from Paragon Sports to fight Ugas, right? And like I said I don't care if you think the man is poor, or he's broke or whatever. Like, look at my past videos, because everybody has a debt. You got a debt. I got a debt. Some people got higher debts than others. It is what it is. Boxers always get robbed. Human beings on earth get robbed all the time. So if he's willing and able, and God gave him the gift to keep on ticking, to do this fight, well, hey, let it be, man. Who am I to say this man didn't retire? Who am I to see that that he's broke? Because he's not broke, man. I'm looking at the pesos to the dollar in Dominican Republic and Philippines, man. Damn, after I retire, I could go with my pension, man, and get my pension, live like a king out there. I think for a month you could live great for like $1,200. Man, it's not funny, but it is what it is, man. And you talking about this man broke, and his American money is triple the worth in Philippines? Come on, man. I go down there to either Thailand, the Philippines, or DR. I think right now in DR, I used to go. I've been in DR for like 54 times. Get it together, about 19 times, man. Cabarete, Sosua. Come on, I've been all those spots, man. Been there, done that, right? 54 pesos to $1. Man, listen, man. Y'all Americans that don't even got a passport, y'all really just listening to what other regurgitated people doing, and you open your mouth like a little baby beak, and the big mama spitting the food right down their throat. That's what you about. All right, go get your passport and go explore the world and see how your money could go long in certain areas. I'm about to tweak out, man. Yeah. So, Shakur Stevenson, I'm glad you feel that way. Push that agenda, because I'm not hearing anything about what's going on in July. And a Conor ban, hopefully everything will work out with you and Eddie Hearn, and maybe you get your boxing license, not in the UK, but you'll be able to box. I didn't do all my research on that, but if it's still willing and able, hey, fight Manny. Let's see what Manny could do, and let's see how we could read you, Conor Ben. Let's see where we could read you with Manny Pacquiao, and let's see what Manny Pacquiao does. With Ryan, hey man, remember, nowadays the belts don't matter. It's about face. That's why I said I had a video about Tank, right? Because Tank told Camboso, I don't want your belts. Okay, all right. Well, right now Tank is in the situation right now. I'm not going to even talk about that right now. My mind is not there, but I heard that he have to go back to jail and stay there for the remainder of the 3 months. Fine. When you get out, see, I would have been happy if he was with Coach Calvin in his 1-bedroom apartment or whatever house, right? And you was able to train or whatever. But, I don't know what the judge had written down where you supposed to be and you was over here, over there. I'm not getting into all that. This is about Pacquiao, Ryan, Conor, and Shakur Stevenson. So right now, he busy in jail, wasting time, right? So we don't know what's going on with Devin and Tank, right? And we don't know if Devin's going to stay the remainder of the year, like he promised he was going to stay the remainder of the year at 130 at 135, man. I don't feel like talking no more. Yeah, at 135, he said he's going to stay the remainder of the year. And hey, if he renege because his body can't go up, he's going to move up and fight Progress, which I feel that's a clout chase for somebody personally. But if he's going to do that, more respect to the man if he's going to fight that uphill battle right there. Me, I would get aggravated to the weight and fight somebody else before I fight Progress or anybody on that level, okay? To see how your power in the blood is. That's what I would have done. But if you're going to go straight up to, more respect to you, Devin Haney, for taking that route. But I still feel like there's another route that you're gonna go. But I'm not gonna bring that up no more. I'm just gonna wait and see. But Manny Pacquiao, blessings to you and your family. And I'm happy that you're training. You're dedicated, determined. You there, man. I'm happy you just the last Mohegan with some guts and some cojones, that really wants to do a professional fight. And I'm just waiting for these young bloods these young lads to get it together and come on. If you're going to use this man's name, say his name and be about that, man. Be about that, yo. All right, I'm not here to change your mind. I'm here for you to read between the lines. It's not always what they say, it's what they're not saying. You fill in the space with what they're not saying. All right, so peace. I'm out. Have a good day, a blessed day. I took my meds. I'm nice. I ain't cursing. I'm not cussing. Yeah, I'm nice. Respect.